Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon to you all. Brothers and sisters, my name is Mohammed Mukhtar, living in Belgium, turnout here. As we see, our program is always giving the signal. When it is afternoon show like this, we want to give the signal to the police and to the social institution. So far as we started, we continue doing it till the police and the social institution pick something from it. Brothers and sisters, when you come on board, please do as much as possible. Share the program. Today may be somebody else. Tomorrow it be your turn. So for doing this kind of job may help to stop the scandal, the hiding agenda of our couples. There can be the man, also there can be also the woman side. But what is going on now is too disaster. So please, when you come on board, share it for us to go further. Let us enjoy this program for 2 minutes, then we come back to go ahead. Thank you for being with me right now. As I used to say, we are going to try our best to send a signal to the police at the same time to the social institution. Because most of the time, there are things that is happening in the marriages home, in the couple homes, it doesn't click. It doesn't click at all. It doesn't click. The disaster is too much. And the unfaithfulness is too much. I don't know why, and I don't know how does it come. It may be that it is the fault or the mistake of the woman. It may be that it is the mistake of the man. So in this case, we are talking in general. But when something comes out like this, when it is from the woman's side, we are going to bring the topic and talk about it on the woman's side. So this topic that we are talking right now, or that we are going to talk right now, it based on the woman's side, because it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. Big bro, Sheikh Latif, Karibiaula, Bima Biaula, Tepama Mi Biaula, to Mporo Bazaar. Abinda question, Jama, let us go back to our back home and see how is our parents living with how is our parents living, and what is the sources of hatred in our community here in the diaspora between the couples. Is there something that go wrong or that went wrong, or how they are having their hidden agenda? So the hidden agenda is the problem that we are having now. So it is time now for the men that going back home, taking women, bringing them here, they have to wake up and think far. It is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing at all. It's a good thing that you have to go and marry your loved one and come with her or bring her to diaspora and enjoy your marriage. But what is the intention of her allowing you to marry her? That's what we have to look in it now. Because no matter what, so far as you are from the diaspora, you go down there, any lady that you see you want to marry, she fall in love with you, not because she loves you. No. Not because she loves you. Not because she loves you. I emphasize it 2-3 times. It's because she knew, or she knew at the end of the day, you may take her to the diaspora. So after she came, or after she comes to the diaspora, the hidden agenda is now try to develop. When you people at home, back home there, the love is there. You see the love. The love is not there, but they will pretend. So you see them all laughing. When you send them 50 euro, 100 euro, they will be happy with it. And they are always welcome to whatever you send to them. But when they come to diaspora, what happened? The hidden agenda came out. So today we are going to talk about the hidden agenda of the women living with their men in the diaspora. And don't forget to follow me tomorrow, inshallah. There is a hot issue at 8 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon. No, sorry, in the evening. It's very hot. Those things it doesn't click. You marry a man, and you are in his matrimonial house, but dating somebody, intention to marry also somebody, whereby you are in your marriage home. My sisters, why? So for today's program, as we put it, you see it already? Giving the signal to the police and the social institution is our duty right now. And you yourself, those watching at me. Ali, amiwa alaikum salam, mugumba ko anga Sheikh Ahmed Tijani, barka da hawa. Latif, da miya tsoron kam za ka na share miya karcan. Dagbaba, akonko dagbaba, dille akonko. Anku kana kanyalin share makarcan. Wannan duka ya hawo ya kokari ya share kai ya rike shi kade. Share ya so shi tafi. Let us talk. It's not that we are being hypocrite, as people used to say, or we are just taking one side. No. When today is the side of the women, we talk about it. When it is the side of the men, we talk about it. But for today, is the side of the women, because what is happening is it is from the woman. It's too much that you cannot even imagine. Somebody married you and brought you from Africa to here. Allegation here and there, that's not a problem. But you are able even to tell the police that you are staying with your husband for more than 1 year in the same house, but you don't love him. Why are you staying there for more than 1 year? You have the capability for telling the police, yes, I'm staying with him for more than 1 year, but I don't love him. You are staying with your man, your husband, for more than 1 year, and you don't love him. Why you don't leave him that time, and now you are leaving him? Wake up call. So now we are going to do our best to send a signal to the police and the social institution. No matter what, you may accuse us for doing wrong thing. Some people may also see it for doing right thing. Because no matter what, there is nobody who will do something that everybody will fall love in it. You by all means see, oh, what this guy said, this point, maybe he's wrong, but this point is having right, because it doesn't make sense. Somebody marry you and you are with him for a long time. So once you send to the police, you just go to the police, you are not ready to marry again. You went to the social this institution, you want to leave that guy, fine. If you want to leave and go, but why are you demanding money from him? It is the duty of the court to take their own duty, because they are not there for you, they are there for everybody. But you go there and you are telling the court the amount of money that you want. She forgot that all of that, the court or the judges, the lawyers will look into the salary of the man before they approve what it's supposed to be given to her. You have taken the children along with you. You are taking the social benefit, almost 800 to 1,000, almost in between. and you are requesting again almost 800 or 600 from your man. Why? Why? If you are taking the social benefit, almost 800, then why are you imposing also to the lawyers or to the judges or to the court that you need this amount from your man? Why? This means that these people are having hidden agenda, because it is not your duty to tell the judges or the court for them to give you the money that you want from them or from the man. No. It is the duty of the judges and the lawyers to look on the salary of the man and see how much does he gain per month. Now, assuming if the man is gaining 800 per month or 1,200 per month, and you are emphasizing or requesting 600, how is he going to live? This shows that these people that we are marrying, taking them from Africa, bringing them here, they are not in the marriage because they love you. They are in the marriage because of their hidden agenda. So as we start sending the signal to the police, we are not going to stop. Sending the signal to the social institution, we are not going to stop. We are not saying, or I'm not saying that what the social institution and the police are doing is not right. Giving help and shelter to those who are in need, I didn't say it's not right. But what I'm saying here is that the African communities, most of the allegations that coming from them is not the right, it's not right, and it's not truth. That's why we start, or I start sending this message. How can you stay with somebody in his home for almost 1 year? You are there, but you don't love him, but you are still there. Why? What are you doing there? At that time, since the day you realize that you are no more in love with him, why don't you go? Or why didn't you go to the police and tell the police, I'm no more in love with this guy, I want to take my way? You didn't do that. But now that something comes and you see that as your self-interest, so you are going to the police and tell the police that now you don't love him. My fellow policemen of the diaspora, especially here in Belgium, and the social institution here in Belgium, we are, or I'm here to give you that signal that there are so many divorces coming to you. It is not a divorce, it is a hidden agenda. Because there is no way that you stay in somebody's home for more than 1 year, you don't love him, and you are still there. And now you are coming out because of something has happened. And you are taking it as a stepping stone to go and tell the social that you don't love your man. Even it is too stupidity. What do you think the social and the this thing will ask you? And the police or the when you go to court, what do you think that the court will ask you? That you are staying on the umbrella of somebody for more than 1 year and you don't love him, but yet you are staying in that house. Then why are you coming now? Why are you coming now for more than 1 year? You are there with him and you didn't see nothing wrong there then, and now you realize that you don't love him, or you are telling the police and the social institution that since last year or 1 year or more than 1 year, you are just there in the house but you don't love him. These people are killers, or this lady is a killer. Believe me, this lady is a killer, because you cannot stay with somebody for more than 1 year and you tell us that now you are going to tell the police that you don't love him since 2 years or since last year. What was the reason, or what is the reason that you remain seated, or you remain seated up to now? That's what we are talking about, and that's what we are also reflecting and sending the message to the diaspora. My fellow policemen and the social institution, There are so many things that is happening in our couples. It's supposed to not to be a problem, but due to the hidden agenda or due to misunderstanding, you see that these ladies or these men will pull this program to become big problem. Most of the allegation is the man has go in for second wife, and the one giving the allegation now, her father, is having 4, 3, 2 wives. But why is it that they are not complaining? And this lady or these ladies that are complaining, if they should have been there in the continent, they will never react. Some of them are reacting, yes, indeed. But ask yourself, whoever, we haven't heard no one from there that her husband is adding another wife or going in for another wife, so she went and asked divorce. There is no one. If there is one, let me know. There is no one that her husband is going for another or second or third wife, that she is asking for divorce. No. But why here in the diaspora? Because they are misusing the help of those who are in need. So in this case, I am now sending the signal here and there to the police. One day, the police and the social institution will hear and will listen to what we are saying. And as I used to say, as I used to tell you every day, we are with them. And if we do the program, I used to send also the link to them. Believe me or not. It's not that I'm doing hiding as I used to say, no. But I'm ready to send the signal to them because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Somebody will go home and bring you, and you will go and tell the police that this guy is raping you. Do you people understand what is rape in God's name? Do you people understand what is rape? Here. If your wife decides not to give you what you are asking from her, it is not by force to rape her. Nobody's there is so many ways. But it is our religion that not permit us to do what the ladies are intended to push their husband into. Because anytime that your husband came into you and you refuse, you are asking him to go to the red light, as we call some places. So to rape a woman in the diaspora here, I don't see it that makes sense. So that's the allegation that some of the women are sending to the police and the social institution. That my husband is raping me, or I'm staying with my husband for more than 1 year, I don't love him. But since 1 year or since the time that you realize that you don't love him, why didn't you go out? Now you are going out. Oli Asabe, yes, but why don't we stop bringing them? It's a good question. It's a good question. It's a good question, brother. Because I don't think that it makes sense that you go and bring somebody that you think you love, or that you think she loves you, but she is having her hidden agenda. After you brought her here, some of them didn't last even 6 months because they know after all of the disaster, and they have the word already, my life is in danger. That's the heavy word that they are using. Or my husband is raping me. Or my husband is misusing me. Or my husband is intent to add another wife. Whereby this lady talking, her father is having 3, 4, 5, 4 wives. And as I asked before, if this lady is supposed to be there in Africa, I don't think she will ask for divorce, simply because there is none. I never seen. If somebody has ever seen, let me know. Just I'm looking for, I'm asking divorce because my husband is going in for second wife. Who dare you? And the police and social institution, let me give you something secret maybe you people didn't know. They used to tag as the Islam or the Muslim are misusing them. The Islam has permitted any woman that is married to a man to divorce the man if she is in not love with him. So Islam doesn't force any woman to stay with her man or to stay with the man that she don't love. Nowhere. It's lie. My fellow policemen and my fellow social institution, there is nowhere in Islam that women have to or must stay with her husband whilst she don't love him. It's not true. And Islam has permitted a wife to divorce her man if she is no more in love with her man. But what are you people talking about here? What are you people talking about here? So my fellow police people or fellow police people, policemen, I mean here in the diaspora and the social institution, please open your eyes and open your ears too, and put your mind at the one point and check on what is coming to you people. All of the time is one allegation coming to you, only one. My husband raped me. My husband is mishandling me and misusing me. My husband. But did you ever ask yourself, what did Islam said? If two Muslims are in a marriage and the wife doesn't want to stay again with the man, did you ask them, is there any solution on that point? Yes, there is a solution on that point, because Islam permitted a woman to divorce her man if she's no more in. Why are they not going back to where they get married there, but coming to the police and coming to the social institution? Because they knew what they are coming for, and they knew their hiding agenda right from beginning. Right from beginning, they know their agenda. They know their agenda. They know their agenda. So policemen and social institution, there is no mishandling of a woman here. Then there is no something like raping between the African community here with her wife, with his wife, sorry. There is none. It doesn't exist. And if a woman wants to divorce, or if the woman doesn't love her husband, she knows what to do. It's coming to you, telling you people that, yeah, my life is in danger. It is not true. She knows the right thing. She knows the right. Look at this thing. Look at this, what is happening. A woman staying with her husband, taking all of this in the child benefit, almost 800 euro, between 800 to 1,000 euro that she's having every month. She sent the husband to the police or to the direct bank. That's why we call it, to the court, or to the court. What she said, that I don't love my husband since last year. I don't love him, but still I'm staying with him. And she is requesting to have 600 to 700, 800 euro from the packet of the husband. Whilst this lady is having almost 800 euro from the distance, so from the child benefit. It is not the duty of the woman. This one, I'm not saying that what she did to ask money is wrong. No, but I'm telling you people to see those things reflect us to know that she is having hidden agenda. Because telling the court or telling the lawyer to write inside that I want 600 euro from this guy mean that she has her agenda. Because it is not her duty to tell the police, to tell the court. It is not her duty to tell the lawyer that this is the type of amount that I want from him. It is the lawyer of the judge will look in his loan. What I mean loan here is to see what he gained at the end of the month. So based on that they are going to make arrangement how much you will get from your ex or from your husband or from the father of your children. When I heard this thing make me exactly think, no, the hidden agenda is too much. And my question to this lady or these ladies are, why is it that if you don't love a man again, you are not telling him right from the time that you don't love him anymore? And why is it that you are not going back and tell your parents to do what they're supposed to do? But because they are having their hidden agenda. They married the guys from diaspora because they know they will be coming to diaspora. They married the guys of the diaspora because they know maybe the guy is from diaspora. He has a big house. That's it. Oh no, they know that by all means he will bring me here. So when you bring me here, already I don't love him, so I will send him to the police because they have the mindset already. And at times, my fellow policemen and social institution, I want to play some of the video here. It's just a listen. It's just a comedy. But these are things that at times bring problems in our homes. A little misunderstanding that the lady doesn't pay attention to understand her man, or the man doesn't pay attention to understand his wife. Simple thing that becomes like a big problem. I'm going to play this video. I think I put it in my profile yesterday. It's just a simple calculation. But this lady was not able to bear in mind that after subtracting 1 from 2, it's supposed to remain 1 there. And that is a problem raising there. And she starts shouting. It is a comedy, but reflect. I'm doing this to the police just for them to see some of the misunderstanding that coming out in our couples here in the diaspora. It's not that a big problem, but what they are saying, my life is in danger, my husband has raped me, or my husband is misusing me, it is not true. Some of them are wicked, yes. When we get their own also, we come and talk. Some of the men, they are very wicked and stubborn nonsense. But when a wife, a lady came and tell you, my husband raped me, it is not true. She knew what she wanted. She knew the reason why she used that word. Let us go and play this video for us to see what is this. It's not a problem. It's just so small thing. But what happened? She couldn't bear in mind that 1 + 1 is 2, or after taking 1 from 2, adding it to some place, this place have to remain 1. She did not understand that. Let us go and see how it goes.
100 now from you.
Yes.
And another 25.
Yeah.
Making it 5,000.
41,000.
Huh?
41,000.
2,005 plus 2,000. That is
41,000.
Oh my God.
5,000 naira.
That is 41,000.
Jesus!
I say you collect 2,500
Uh-huh.
plus 2,500.
Uh-huh.
0 plus 0.
0.
0 plus 0.
0.
5 plus 5.
10.
2 plus 2.
4.
41,000.
0 plus 0.
0.
0 plus 0.
0.
5 plus 5.
10.
I write 10. 2 plus 2. 4 now.
You carry 1. You carry 1. You carry 1.
Where you dey carry and go? Hey! Carry 1 go.
My fellow policemen, my fellow social institution, look at this simple mathematics and see how things goes. most of the things happen in the African communities, in the diaspora. It is not about something that is huge. But they used to pick the word, huge word, huge word or words that they know that this one is not acceptable from the police, neither from the social institution. You see, this argument, assuming it's real, this argument will control, what will continue till will become a big problem. This lady didn't know that after subtracting that one from the two, that one supposed to be one, or that two supposed to be one, she don't know. So those are things that is happening in our matrimonial homes here in the diaspora. So these ladies or these men will end up accusing their couples for no reason. That's what is happening. You see it? It's not something big. But due to the mindset, and you could see that she is not ready even to listen to the husband for more details or more explanation. Look at how she shouted. Now she's shouting just to make a barrier that the husband has to support or have to accept that, whether he like it or not, whereby she is at wrong. Those things are some of the things. It's just an example. And this one, they did it as comedy. But what is happening in the comedy, it is what is happening in the reality. Brothers and sisters, as we say, the program is not much. We are not staying long. It's just 1 hour. If it is too much, 1 hour, 30 minutes. But from 1 hour, we decide to stop or not. So my fellow brothers and sisters, bear in mind when you go or when you are going in marriage, do as well as possible to look deeply to whom you are married. You are going to whom you are married. You are going to married. Sorry. As well as the woman too. No matter what the wealthy that person have or has, don't let somebody to come and misuse you just like that because he's from diaspora. And so what? Most of us living in diaspora, I swear, some people living back home are better than us. Some people living back home are better than us. But just because, oh, I'm having chance to build a house there, so they think that I'm more better here. And the wives are not disappointing there, but when they come here and see the way that her man are living, and there you see that she start disrespecting him, simply because she thought that the house that man built in Africa is the same house that guy is living in the diaspora, not knowing that the house of the man is just in the kitchen, that somebody condemned the kitchen and he is sleeping he's sleeping there. So those things are things that is having problem. There is one thing that happened. A man married to a woman, and they are there the woman is there in the continent for more than 5-6 years, no problem. And he's having big house there, and he's having big car. When he go, he's roaming about with the wife everywhere. Oh, kaza, boga, kaza. Not knowing that when the man come back here, he don't have even a car. He's using a bicycle even to go to work. What happened? When he filed to this woman, and this woman arrived here in the airport, he went with one friend of him. And this friend of him is having cargo because this guy is doing his career. That's cargo. I think everybody understand. So when they went to the airport and pick this woman, right from there, she's asking, where is your car? And you are coming with cargo. Right from the airport. Simply because when we are getting out from the diaspora going to Africa, we used to let them come with the big cars. Even maybe the car that the husband rent, or the car of a friend, they will use them and come and pick us from the airport. So she thought that it's the same thing here. So the husband is coming with the nice car, and so she's asking the husband, where is your car? And you are coming with cargo. The husband never even talk. And a friend of him said, your husband doesn't have car here. It's not like Africa. The husband doesn't have car here. He's using a bicycle. So this car is for my work. Even he asked me, begged me to come and pick you from the airport. Right from the airport started the problem. Because right from the airport, she undermined the husband. So she think I married wrong person. Prince Arasam Gonja, thank you very much for reminding them that they have to share. Thank you very much, Arasam Gonja. Thank you. God bless you. So as Arasam Gonja said, he know the duty already. When you come, share. It's just for the benefit of all of us. Today it's for somebody, tomorrow it's for me. For now, as I used to say, I'm living peace with my wife, but don't bother. It may be later in 10 minutes, the house can turn down, or the love or everything, the peace can turn upside down. But the problem is, how are we going to stop this, our sisters, sending the wrong information to the police, telling the police that my husband raped me, or my husband is misusing me, my life in my husband's home is in danger? It doesn't make sense. Before this man will bring this lady, they have still maybe there in the in the continent for more than 5, 6, 10 years. She never sent any allegation to the man that is raping her, misusing her. No. Why here? So in this case, we say that the women are misusing the opportunity being given to those who are in need. Sorry, I have some big glass here. Let me take some tea so that I will cool this thing. Yes. My fellow brothers and sisters, there is no reason that a husband to misuse his wife, sorry. And there is no reason a wife has to misuse her man. I don't think so. But the problem is telling the police that I'm staying with my husband for more than 1 year and I don't love him. But you don't love him for more than 1 year. Why now you are coming out that you don't love him? Taking him also to the police, whereby you are the one receiving the money. You are receiving almost 800 to 1,000 euro child benefit. And you go again and telling the court that you need 600 or 700 euro from your man. So in this case, I think that the hidden agenda is out. So that's why I said the hidden agenda of the immigrant in the diaspora. Barengani me Hajja Rafa tace Juma Karim Prince. Oh, that's great. Hajja Rafa tace ma Prince Juma Mubarak. Allah isaka da alkhairi. God bless you. So brothers and sisters, what we are saying here, we are just saying it for the benefit of the doubt, for us, me, you, and those who are coming to watch later, to correct our mistakes. What I'm saying is not that I'm saying that everybody should accept it, even the police or the institution should take it by force. But I am telling you people my opinion, and I'm telling you what I see in it. The day before yesterday, I think I give something that I want them to see to it, that before they write everything that is on the paper, they have to call the man and sit together with the man and ask the man. But she just sent the allegation to the police or to the court, and the court sent letter that my husband is raping me, my husband is misusing me, and I am staying with my husband for more than 1 year and I don't love him. More than 1 year you are staying with somebody in his own house with his children and you don't love him. Why didn't you go out since last time that you recognize or you realize that you don't love him? Why didn't you go out? And why didn't you tell your parents that they have to divorce to break the marriage because you don't love him anymore? So here I want to tell the police and the social institution, these ladies are liars, some of them. They are not, or some of them are truth. But some of them, 90% of the ladies are telling lies. Because Islam, they are all Muslim, some of them. And some of them, even the non-Muslim, their cultures, they know if they have to follow their cultures, the nonsense that they are saying, they will not say, they will not come and tell you guys. In Islam, there is no way that Islam force a woman to stay with a man that she don't love. Never, ever. So when they come with something like that, please, police, please, social institution, or some way, please ask them to go and divorce them, to go and divorce their man, because there is a way that a woman can divorce a man. But they are not going there. That field, they are not going to that field because they know when they go there, their hidden agenda will be exposed. Big bro. Pin number nanko or not pin number yenzunga inshallah. But in the I'll pin the number right now, bro. Yes. Brother Latif, thank you very much for reminding me. I pinned the number, and that's the number on the screen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Latif. That's the big brother. They are one of the big brothers that we grown up. They were big already. I never knew him. Now I realize that he's somebody that I knew very long, or he's somebody that knew me very long, because the time that they left, we were small, we were kiddies. So my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, please do as much as possible to take your responsibility as a man. Do as much as possible to take your responsibility as a woman. You cannot just go and tell the police, I'm staying with him for more than 1 year, and now I don't love him. I can't. What? It doesn't make sense. When you don't love somebody, why are you asking the court to take money from him? Of course not. Because it is not the man who sacked you out from the house. Of course, the man has to look after his children. He has to do that. He has no choice. He has to do that. But it is the decision of the lady to oppose what she wants from the man, or it is the duty of the court to see to it that this guy can pay the money, or can pay this amount to this lady. So what she did makes a point that she has her hidden agenda in the relation. So she stay in the relation for more than 1 year after she realized she don't love him. She stay in the relation because of self-interest. Because there is something coming out there that she is having it. And she have to stay getting or enjoying that thing that she's having. Now she has to send that man also to the police, to the social institution, and then request again another 600, 700, 800, addition to 800 that she is taking for the child support. Is this lady being fair to her husband? And the day before yesterday, Brother Dennis came out and make a video that when there is something that we are going to do, we're supposed not to mention a name. We're supposed not to point in a finger. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Oh, wow. Who is talking? Who is talking, and from where, and what do you want to say? Because you are on the line. I don't know if you want to say something on the line.
Yes, I want to say something on the line, but it's not necessary for me to bring out my name or anything.
That's good. Yeah.
I just want to make a point without bringing out my identity.
That's good. It's also a good point. Your opinion is more important than knowing who is calling. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah. The program that you are doing is good, but I think that you are sending a wrong signal. Not that because you are talking about women, no.
Okay.
I'm talking from experience. I have been through a lot.
Thank you.
You know, just like the way you say, the men bring out women from Ghana or from their home country. Yeah. I was brought from my country by my husband.
That's good.
And then we have lived for 9 years. 9 good.
That's great.
I married my husband not because I love him.
Okay.
Because my parents wanted it, and then I had to how to call it.
And you have to marry him.
Have to,
or you have to accept the marriage. Yes.
I have to accept it just to make them happy.
Okay.
To be with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we've been together. Just like you said, some of them marry their men not because they love them,
yes,
but they have a hidden agenda.
Exactly.
I think that these men bring women here and then make them wiser.
Okay.
Because if a man could bring you all the way from Africa, and then he decides that, oh, I brought this woman, I have to use her. I have to use her. Do you know what? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understood.
You know, most of these marriages that we talk about, that we say it's broken marriage, some of them are not really broken. It's just a way of like extorting money from the authority.
Exactly. Thank you.
Since we are bringing everything out on the table now, so we can just put everything out there.
Yes.
My concern is the way you are putting out that your message, you are not putting it out clearly.
Okay, thank you.
Because you are in a way giving the men a hand to be maltreating their wife.
No, for that.
You know,
for that one. Wait, for that one, it's not that I'm giving the men upper hand to maltreat. Today topic, when you heard what I said, the program that I'm doing right now, it is based on a woman that came out with that distance. So yes, so when you look to my distance, wait, I'm coming, please. At my previous distance, you see that most of my video, I'm attacking the men even more than the women, because you just said something that at times the men are more hated and the more stubborn, more treating the distance, how do you call their wife? Yes.
They bring them. Let's take my situation for example.
Yes.
I was brought from Africa. My husband had a way of getting me, how do they call it, my documents so easily, but he didn't.
Yeah.
I had to go to the, how do they call it, authorities, and lie to them. Automatically, they become my parents. So if I have any issue, the first people I have to go to is my parents, and I don't have them here with me. So if you bring somebody back from Africa and then you take them to the authorities and then you give it to them, if they have issue, they have to go to them.
My sister, thank you. My sister, wait, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You see, this is your point. That's the weak point of our brothers. And most of the time, when we are talking something like this, you see that some people will be saying that no, it's not true. You cannot bring your wife and you turn your wife, you take your wife and give her to the social, which means you have turned that social to be the parents of your wife. So that's what I said. I said that, yes, I said that everyone has to take his responsibility. I think 10 minutes ago I said it. The man in the diaspora has to take his responsibility, as well as the woman has to take their responsibility. But if a man fails to take his responsibility, that's where this problem also is coming across. Go on, my sister. Thank you. Go on. Yeah.
That's another point, because automatically, if they take her in, she adopted,
Yes.
and then she becomes their child.
Yes.
They take care of all her needs,
Mhm.
and then she also do what? Take care of home. But when the kids start coming, and then it gets to a point that they have to be paying this, how do they call it, monthly money for the kids.
Yeah,
You
child
should
support.
know that this child support, how do they call it?
Yeah, child
If-
support.
if,
Child support. Yeah, child support.
We all know as we are living in this, most of the men leave all the duty of the food and the kids clothes for the wife
Yes.
to deal with that.
Mhm.
And that money that comes there is a way for her to, how do they call it, to take care of the home, put food on the table,
Yeah.
clothe the kids, and then do some womanly things that she has to do for herself, because she's not getting nothing from her husband.
My sister, you see, I think last month I make one of the program also, something like this. We get one man staying with his wife here for more than 2 years. This lady never talk. But what happened? He just go and buy this small sack of simo. I don't know if you know what they call simo. Something that they make fufu with it. That's only what and sadi he bring it. Yeah. And dump it in the house. After that, he will not take care of the wife. But what we get out is he is able to buy iPhone 6 or the new iPhone, sending it to the woman that he never even met on the Facebook. We came and make, we came and make, say, talk.
I think that you are deviating from the question,
Okay,
from your topic now.
Go ahead. No, I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it just because of what you are saying. Some of the men, when you bring something that I was saying that was some of the men also their attitude. That when they came with the men, the women, they are not taking much responsibility of the woman. So that also is the thing that is making that this problem also coming out. That's what I'm just saying. I'm not deviating of them. That's good.
Some of the men are not cheating.
Mhm.
They are not cheating, and they are not even ready to get married, like add a second wife or third wife. They are just automatically stingy. That's how they are.
How they are. Mhm.
That's how they are.
Okay.
They are not going after women, or no, they are not doing that. But they can't even spend for themselves, for them to be able to spend for their family.
The family.
That's what I'm trying to communicate with you.
No, for that one, I didn't disagree with you. I bear with you, and I know that one is happening 100%. For that one, I didn't disagree with you.
I was very happy when Big Brother Latif invited me, because when I didn't know how you started your topic, but I was invited, and then I came to listen to you, and the points you were putting out there, I don't know how you started the topic, but you saw that when I immediately I was on, I said that you are trying to give the men the upper hand. From where I heard you start.
Okay, maybe that's thank you for making this so that the audience will hear it. If you have heard right from beginning, you see that I'm just dividing the thing and I'm going this thing. But the topic of today, based on what is the topic of today. Wait, please. The topic of today based on something that is happening currently and how does it comes? Because one of the ladies sent her husband to a police that the husband raped her and the husband is misusing her, and at the end of the day she's staying with the husband for more than 1 year and she don't love the guy, but she's still staying with him. So my question is, if you are living with a man for more than 1 year, you don't love him, but yet you are staying with him, why didn't you divorce him since the day that you realized that you don't love him?
My brother, do you know that love is something that grows and then it goes off, like it vanishes.
Exactly.
In the process.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why we say that when we go to marry, and then or we are trying to find a companion, we shouldn't just marry them because we are attracted to their beauty or something. Sometimes
Exactly. Exactly.
What if that beauty is gone?
Yes.
Have you thought about that?
Thank you very much.
Sometimes this love is something that grows.
Mhm.
And then, yes, there are women out there who cannot come out to speak for themselves.
Yes.
That
You see,
they are
very good. You see what? That's why we are having problem. That's why we are having problem. There are.
Because most of these African men are not romantic. They are not. They don't know how to play with their women and then put them in the mood to have sex or make love with them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Sometimes
much.
they just Amina, don't you want that? You know, just come and sleep. I just want, and then he removes his pants and turns on her. There are women out there who cannot speak for themselves. It took me a lot of courage because I haven't even come out on social media before to speak. So, like, it took me a lot of courage. I was in so much pain when, from the point of view that I heard you, I was like, no, I have to come out. Most women are going through such rape. And the only people they could go to is the police. And then, mind you, the way you are saying that you can go and tell the police that, hey, I want to get 800 from this man. It's not possible. You cannot do that.
Thank you very much. Those things are things that those things are things that we are complete. That's why I said thank you for your making your point. It's good that you make your point. But if you should have been with me right from the time that I begin my program, you know that I came today with a specific program. And I said it already that today's program based on women, because this program that came out today is from a woman that this happened.
You cannot do
You
that.
cannot do that.
I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from pain.
Yes.
You know, it took me 9 years to be bold enough to tell my parents, to tell my friends, hey, I have had enough. I can't breathe.
My sister, let me give you one.
Yes. Don't say that you can fall in love, or you know that you don't love the man or something. Some of the men know that the women don't love them, but they give out money to the parents and then families, and then they make up stories and blah 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 blah, and then they bring the women. You go through all that and then bring her here instead of treating her well. You come and treat her like hell.
Wow.
And you want her to be treated once she knows that she can go to the police and then get her freedom. Why wouldn't she say that? She would take it.
Yes.
If you were in her shoes, you would take that.
I've already said it. Today, maybe it will be on me, tomorrow for we are not ready to take our responsibility, that's what will happen. Let me give you one story. There is a woman. Something like this, what happened to you that you are talking? A man went to some place to go and get married to one lady. When they came, the father of that lady were not there and they couldn't attend them. I think they even maltreated the family of the man who is looking for the lady there. So due to that, her neighbor that they went take his daughter and give it to take her daughter. Very good. You heard that story. So this lady went that in marriage, she accepted the marriage. It's not that she loved the man, but she did it because of her parents. So after some years, after the years that the father died, she came out and said she's not going to marry again because she did the marriage just, you see. So that's my point. That's my point, that anytime that you are living with a man and you think that you are not in love with the man, of course, maybe you married him because of your parents, but after the death of your parents, you can leave. So at the same time, if you are married to a man, you realize that you don't love him anymore, I don't think it's necessary for you to stay in the marriage. You have to tell him that.
You don't need to wait for your parents to die.
Exactly.
Because it's even disrespectful to disrespect your parents while they are dead. So it's better if you think you can't handle it, you just back out.
Back Look, now I want to ask you a question. How do you think, as a wife is in her house, she don't love her husband, but yet she's staying with the husband, and yet chatting with another man that she's getting married with. She's planning to get married with another man while she is sitting in the house with her husband.
No, that one is unlawful. You cannot do that.
You see, those things that we are talking about.
If you don't love the man, you can't be talking with another man, because Islamically, a woman is not allowed to marry two men.
Thank you. But Islamically, a woman is not allowed to marry two men. But she is married, living in the same shelter with her husband and children, but yet communicating with another man somewhere, even preparing to get married. You see, you say, And this one also is happening right now. It is happening. That's the program of tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the evening, European time. So those things, it's so. But
I think that from my point of view,
yeah,
you should. I think if you hear a story from people, you have to investigate more, because there are more of it than we see out there. You know, there could be a maltreatment. There could be there is no how do they call it? The love is not there. The attention is not there. Maybe she needs something that he's not doing, because it's always comes from somewhere.
My sister, for being staying with your man in the same house and then chatting, getting married to another man, for that one, no matter what, I will blame the woman. For that one,
blame the woman.
Yes.
Okay, let me give you a story.
Give me a story.
I know that when we started talking, I was talking that a man like this man wasn't cheating; he was just stingy, right? Yeah. Let's put that aside, and then let me give you a scenario.
Thank you.
And that you just get married to a man, and then within a month he brings you to Europe. He comes to pick you up. You guys don't love each other. You both know you don't love each other, but your parents like it, and you think it's okay, you know. So he brought you to Europe, and then he goes out every night for work, and then he comes in the morning very tired, and then how do they call it? In the afternoon, he's busy planning for evening to go out. He doesn't give you that attention that you need, right? And then once you started going out, you meet a friend, and then she introduced you to a workplace that you go. So before your man comes home, you are at work, but you come back and then meet him at home before he goes out. And then one day you came in and you heard him placing a call. Hey, Johnny, do you think that the pregnancy you aborted, it's mine? And then can you swear with the Quran? And then after that he calls Lami. Hey, Lami. How do they call it? I have a friend here who is looking for a woman. Do you think I can let you marry him so that when you come, we can be together? So the lady, his wife, decided that, look at this man that I have to leave everybody for him because of my parents. Look at what he's doing. So in order to get his attention, she also opened a Facebook page, looked for all her male friends that she used to date when she was single, the friends that liked her, that she didn't like them. She started chatting with them, and then after that husband peacefully? And then she said, yes, I promise. Ask him, who is Lami? Ask him, who is Lami that he's planning to bring? You know? And then he was like, oh. And then she told him, yes, I know you've been printing because I fooled you. I fooled you. I know you've been printing. I'm doing all this because you are talking to this and this and this. And then he immediately he went on his knees and then started begging her because he knew that he started it all. You know? What I'm trying to put out there is it possible if you men see that your women are going astray, put them down, try to talk to them, find out what the problem is, find out what you are not doing right. Women have a soft spot, of course. I mean, you can't change that. Amadi, how do they call it? We are women, and we need to talk to each other, and then put like try.
For me, even me, I used to say anytime. I used to say anytime women have sympathy more than men. For me, I used to say it, and they are ready and so soft to accept. If you did something, you come and talk to them. For them to accept it and then forgive you is so easier than men. Yes. For that one, me, I know, and I'm talking about it always.
And then he's trying to take that revenge so hard for you to feel it. You don't know that. So if you don't communicate with her, you can't get that. So I think that you should advise that they should communicate wisely with their women and then find out what they are going through.
My sister, I think I don't know.
I think I've been on your line for long. I want to get down now, unless you have any question for me.
No, I just want to thank you very much. But I would like that you should go and look my previous this programs. You see that I'm not taking one side, and I used even to advise the men to try to be as one. Try to bring your woman in the table to discuss the couple problems. What is happening? How can we arrange our life? There's no one that you can talk to better than your wife, because she is your wife. So you have to talk and come together to talk. But most of our men are having this kind of problem. We feel like we are the men. So I don't even have time to come and talk or to discuss a house problem with her. That's where the problems are coming also. My sister, I will not keep you much. Thank you very much for your advice. And what I want to say is just that I don't know if you have been watching my program, but go back and watch, and I'll be happy that at times, if you have time, you people like you don't mention your name, but your submission is good. That we have to look at the both sides, and that is what we are doing. But at times, when something comes, that's what is currently that we are talking about. So thank you very much for your advice, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This our sister has spoken, and she has spoken very well, and I admire her. As we used to say, those who are following me right from beginning, I have said it already that this program based today on the women. So that's if it is not good. So we have to see to it that we are able to correct our mistakes. We have to say to it that we are able to communicate with our wives. She mentioned something that some of the women are married to the men simply because their parents want it. Yes, it is true. But when that thing happened, and you, the man, you have to know if you go and marry somebody that she don't loves you, but she loves you just because her parents, and you bring her here, you know, of course, the end will be your own. Be fortunate. There's nobody have to tell you this. So if you think you go and marry somebody who doesn't love you, and she loves you just because of her parents did that she has to do so, and you brought her here. Yeah, hello. Yeah, salam alaikum. Okay, you want to talk on the program? Yes, I want to talk about the program. Thank you very much. Please, we have somebody also calling from Nigeria, Patakot, and he wants to contribute on the program. My friend, go ahead. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Aledi Sani. I want to say something about the issue of our marrying issue in this time around.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
There are some people that they can know, as Muslim concerned, they can know, get knowledge before they even get married to the one that they love. They will just marry somebody because of test or something like that, and cheated the woman at the end to divorce her. You understand?
Yes.
And again, some women, they're supposed to think which man are they supposed to marry.
Exactly.
The one that they can enjoy their life, the one that will not cheated on them. Because now we are having a lot of problems, more especially we in Africa. We don't know actually how we are going to stay with our wife and our husband. That is our problem that we are facing. My advice for men and women, all of us, we have to get knowledge before we even get married. Anything that person doesn't have knowledge about it, he will suffer about it.
Of course.
And again, men, they're supposed to be thinking, ladies, they are on the women, our spouse, they are under us. No matter how situation it is, we have to take care of them. We have to help them. We have to make them progress, make them happy. God said that we should take them like our brothers or friends.
Sisters, yeah,
She is number one. She is number one person that is so close to you. Show your happiness to her. Carry her alone. Show that you love her. You know, women, they like praise. Always in the morning, it doesn't mean anything. It's not an arrogant thing. Greet her. Make her happy. She's under you. Do whatever God permitted you to do. But many of our men, they believe in cheating women. They say that no. It's by no. How can I be under this? No, it's not like that. It's just like friendship. Share love with each other. That is.
You know, the problem is we are facing our African community. It seems that we don't even respect the word, or we don't even respect the marriage itself. Because because before we go to marriage, you have already know what is marriage. If you already know what is marriage, I think you respect what you are going to do. But here is the case, you see that the men, we are beating about the bush. At the same time, also the women are also beating about the bush. And none of us are ready to correct the mistake. You see that the men are proven stubborn, as well as the women are also proven stubborn. Instead of when something comes as a couple, you people have to come and sit down and talk.
My brother, objection. You know, whatever problem comes into our house, they say woman disrespect man, is one that show delight to disrespect him. If you respect yourself and you respect the woman, she can never disobey you in your life.
I obey. Yes, I do. I bear with you. Yes,
just
I bear with
show
you.
your concern to her. Show your concern to her so that she will be happy always. But the more you neglect her, she will continue to be angry with you. Anything she will disobey you. That is. God bless you. As he said that, I have said it before, you to repeat it again. We have to get the knowledge of the marriage before we even do the marriage. That is
it. And for me, what I think is also more important, those going from diaspora, going back home, marrying, I think when you go, try to let the lady that you are going to marry, let her know your status. Let us know how you are, the way you are living. If she's ready to marry you, then go ahead. But some of us, when we go back to the Africa, the ladies think that maybe we are working in the bureau, we are working in big height, not knowing that we are just working just like a laborers, just like this kayayo in Africa. And so, you see,
my brother, God bless you. I'm very, very appreciative for your contribution. You have said what I wanted to say. We men, I'm calling the whole over the world, men. We have to be saying the truth. Truth can save you wherever you are.
Thank you very much.
Tell the woman what you are gaining. If you are achieving salary, tell her your salary, you are everything. Don't ever try to lie. Whatever you are doing, say the truth. Truth can save you wherever you are.
Exactly.
But some men, they believe in lying so they can achieve what they do. No. And if I love woman, I will tell her that yes, I'm a police officer. It doesn't mean anything. Police don't. I'm not a if I'm not a criminal, I cannot hide my business or something like that, because she is the one that will be so close to me than anybody all over the world.
That's why it's true. Most of our men here in the diaspora, they just concentrate.
You know, the only problem that we are facing, we the men, I am no discouraging men, or I'm not spoiling men. I'm talking the fact, the truth. We men, we are the one that creating our problem.
No, that one is true.
Women, they are so simple. If you show them truth, I swear they will be standing under you. They will obey you more than you are thinking. But the more you show them that you too, you are too clever, you are too clever, you know, you can hide. No, they will never trust you.
No, for that one is true. For that one is true. Because if you see a woman disrespecting her husband, it has come from the husband.
Yes, God bless you.
That one automatically, because you as a man, you have to show her love. You have to take care of her. You have to see to it that you are able to solve her wants, and you have to take her also as your sister. Because assuming your sister is somewhere, and your sister has been maltreated the way you are maltreating somebody's sister, you will not be happy.
Yes,
So
exactly.
most of the problems is true that the men, we are creating it. Some of them, yes. Some of the problems.
I'm calling you entirely women. Women, they have to think now we are in modern life. Everything has changed. Anybody say that he loves you, he even tell you the truth. Love him and accepted him. Don't you take that person as a young, he doesn't have this and that. Age doesn't mean anything, because our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he has married Khadija with of the age of how many? We are facing some challenge in Africa. There are some elderly women that they will say that I cannot marry young boy, this and that. No, it's not prohibited according to religion. Accept him so that anything can bring happiness to you. Do it.
And you know what, my brother, you know what, some of our problems here in the diaspora, it's like that some the men are also having their problem as well as the women. But most of the time, when the man is ready to go in for second wives, you see that this problem also is coming out. Maybe the lady is already staying with you, but she's having a doubt with you. But anytime that the man wants to go for a second wife, you see that she said that she's not going to marry again. But my problem here, my problem here is not all that one. But when they go to the police or when they go to the social institution, they have to tell the truth, what is there and why they are not why they don't want to marry anymore. But when they go to the police, what they are saying that is my husband is raping me, or you see, or my husband is maltreating me, or my life is in danger. That's all about my program. When you are going to the police, tell the police, I'm staying with this man, but from now I don't love him anymore. I want to go. Don't put any false allegation on the man. That's my distance. That's why I start doing this kind of video. Tell the police the reality. I'm staying with him and I don't love him anymore. But don't put false allegation that my husband is raping me. That's my problem. But looking at things, you see that women are more sympathizers than men.
Yes, exactly.
And when you are talking with a woman, you see some of them, they make a problem, you make a mistake, you come and they tell, oh sorry, she's ready to accept it. But women, we are too stubborn at times. Not everybody, but we are too stubborn. So my program now is, as you said, we have to know what is marriage. We have to know something about marriage before going in. And if somebody from diaspora going back to continent, and if a lady says she don't love you, but she's going to marry you because of her parents, you shouldn't have gone to do that marriage. Why? Accepting that marriage is a fault to the man, because after you bring her here, you know definitely she don't love you already. She did it because of their parents or her parents. But here is the case, here her parents is not here. Who is going to force her to stay?
Exactly. I'm with you.
You see, so those are things that we are saying. For me, adding leaving your man it's not problem. Go, because there is no force in marriage. That's what I said. In the Islam, there is no way that it is forced by force for a woman to stay with a man that she don't love. Nowhere. You can just say, okay, I'm a woman, I don't love my wife, I don't love my husband anymore. There is a way to divorce also a man in Islam, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yes,
So in this case, there is no force in a woman to stay in the house of a man that she don't love. But good, if you get yourself inside and you want divorce, tell the police, I'm staying with this man, but now I don't love him anymore, so I want to go. But telling the police that he is raping me, you are putting much allegation on this guy that anytime this thing will stay on his file.
Yes. Yes.
That's my problem. Yes, that's why I'm doing this kind of video. It's not that I hate one part or covering one part. Anytime something comes, it is yes.
I have already with you. I have already watched it. That is why I even decided to call.
Yes.
I know we are not backing one side.
Exactly.
We have to advertise. We have to advise the two sides.
Exactly,
we have to talk
my
with
brother.
the men and the women, so that each and everyone will know the solution of staying together.
That's it. Because you have your wife, and you don't give her time. In the night, you can't just go and sleep. Early in the morning, you go to work. She stay alone in the house. What do you think? Of course, she will look for somebody else. And most of the problem that we are facing, you see a woman living in the house of her husband with the children. But yet she has another boy even arranging to marry, chatting with the man there. All of these things, it doesn't make sense. When we get to know, or when now your name came out, you spoil your name, you spoil the name of your family.
But my brother, for this issue, living wife in the house, she alone going work, I have something to say.
Yes.
For example, now I have my own wife, but I'm single. Let us just example it. I have my own wife. If I go work, anytime if she's in the house, she's staying at the house, nobody is staying with her, I will be calling her each and every second. Hello, darling. Hello, sweetheart. I love you. I just call you to say hi to you. That is okay. From some minute to some minute, she will know that yes, you are caring with her. Please, I'm so sorry. I will soon close. Anytime that I will come back, don't worry. I know that I have leave you alone, but don't worry. From second to second, just be calling her, say hello, hi. I just decided to call you to just kiss you. You are my wife. You know, you are the only one that I have. Just that one can solve many problems.
My brother, here in the diaspora, I swear some of the men are not doing that.
Yes, I know.
And some of the men, even their wives doesn't know even when it is their break time, even for them to call.
Yes, exactly.
Some of the men, when they finish work, it's sort of for them to go straight to their house. They will start going to run. They will start roaming about before they can't see how maybe their wife and the children are already in bed.
You know, the two women they need in their life caring. Women they need caring and concern. Whoever care about them, they will love him.
Yes.
That is just remove arrogances from second to second. Call her, say hello, darling. I just called you to say hi to you because I know you are alone. That is why. No.
My brother, there was a time.
Sorry for cutting you. That is why we are talking about getting knowledge. We have to get the knowledge of the marriage. If person has a knowledge about the marriage, he cannot enter any situation, any problem. He will see everything is going successfully. It doesn't mean it doesn't have any problem. That is how the thing it is.
Yeah, there was a time. What I want to say, there was a time that I was in a car with somebody. I swear. His wife called him. When the wife called him, he picked the phone. He asked the wife direct, "Why are you calling me?" So I shocked. And the wife was just want to know, when are you coming home, or where are you? He said, why are you asking me where I am? When you drop the phone, I said, are you talking to your wife? He said, I said, why? Is she your enemy? Why are you treating her like that? What he said, my wife wants to know everywhere I am. I said, of course she has to know. If something happened to you now and they call her, do you know where your husband is? And she said no. Or she said maybe you have went to this place whereby you have gone to other place. What will happen? So calling you, knowing that now you finish work, but where are you at this moment? I think it's right.
Yes.
But our African men, we are just having our mindset like the way our parents live with our
yes. Let me add something for you and tell you one story about for this Nigeria. Is it last week or 2 weeks? I forgot the actual time, but it's for not. One elderly man just marry one young lady like that, I know them. I know the story. I have already heard everything. The girl, she was educated, both sides, Quran and Islamic and the Western education. As the husband entered the house, she tried to kiss the husband. The husband called her prostitute, called her idol, which is very, very bad. He started beating the woman. The man said, why are you trying to kiss me? I don't know that you have already spoiled. I come marry you, this and that, this and that. They reported the matter to the police because he started beating that lady, calling her with bad names and spoiling her image, which is very bad. You see, the kind of life that we are staying, kissing is not prohibited between you and your wife and your children. It's not prohibited. But she was trying to show love to her husband. But unfortunately, the thing turned into another way.
The thing turned to jungle. They turned to jungle fight.
because of the lack of knowledge. Because of the lack of knowledge. They don't know. They don't know that according to Islam, you are the one that if we say that we are following rules and regulations of Islam for the marrying issue, men, they will know that yes, they are cheating their wife. Even cooking is not compulsory to your wife to cook for you. It's you, man, supposed to cook and give her and make her happy. She's not inside your house is not a prison.
God bless you.
Men are taking house as a prison.
God bless you.
The house is for enjoyment between you, the two of you people. That is. But some men, they doesn't know that. If we come to the practically of what our religion told us about the marriage, men they will say, this thing, this and that. They doesn't know that even cooking is you, man, supposed to cook for your wife. Is you supposed to hold her back, escort her, kiss her, hug her. Doesn't mean everything. Open door for her, escort her, calling her each and every time as we have phone now, you can call her, hello, dear, hello, this and that. It doesn't mean anything. But if some men, they don't even like that.
No, some of the men, to be frank with you, some of the men are arrogant. Some of the men are arrogant.
Yes.
They feel pompous that no, I have to take my wife as my mate. I have to take my wife as my advisor. I have to take my wife as we feel pompous. And I think that's what we have to do, because there is no one who looks straight to your eyes and tell you the reality or the truth except your wife.
Many of our men, they have arrogancies in their brain. And again, if you come to scientist line, some are psychopaths. They have psychomotor problem in their brain. Their brain is touching somewhere like that. Some of the brain in their brain is touching. That is made them arrogancies at times. That is. Because you cannot marry somebody that into hate or something like that. You know, let me open it all for here in Nigeria. Many of the men, more especially these our elderly men, they will just marry young ladies. After some times, 3 months, 3 years, they will just divorce, which is very, very bad.
Very bad.
After they have
bad.
Tested. You know, let me add one point for you, please. You have to do one program about this African. There is something that is happening in this Africa which is always making me angry. Some of our richest men in this Africa, or some of our people that they have opportunity or they have sitting somewhere like that, they used to marry ladies, young ladies. After they tested them, they will divorce them, which is very, very bad. Which is very, very bad. Yeah. We have a lot of
we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. That's what we took even from Africa and then bring it here, because most of our attitude when we are here, as you have to do as what Romans do, or how did they say it? But in our African community, we brought the mentality there and then established it here also. That's why you see everywhere we are suffering. Because there is something that now I'm living in the diaspora. You have to learn something from the diaspora. You have to learn how you have to go ahead, how to stay with your wife, how to do. But the way that our forefathers are living with their their couples, that's how we want to stay here. And you see, some of the men will bring their wives from Africa. When they brought them here, instead of for them to let them sit down and teach them everything. This is like this is like that, but they will not tell them. They will hide everything. But the problem is when the lady how did they say it? realized,
Remember.
yes, when she realized all what you covered, and she think that, wow, why did my man cover this from me for almost 2 years?
Sorry for cutting you. That is what our religion has said, that anything you wanted to do, just open it off and tell your wife. Don't ever hide, even though you wanted to add another wife. Yes. Don't shame, don't hide anything, because the more you are hiding, there is something that is coming. There is big problem that is coming.
Yeah.
That is the problem. You know, anything that we are doing, Quran and our Hadith has already said it all. Exactly. We are just following. We have to be open it. As you said that we have to open it all. Just tell your wife, this and that. Don't, even though you want to add another wife, just tell her, hello, my sweetheart, please come. You know, you are saying.
So you see this problem. You see this problem. Last time I make a program on this. If you are having a wife, and you want to marry, tell her. If she accept, okay. If she didn't accept, you have already tell her. But some of our men are getting married without telling them the woman. So in this case, if the woman says, I'm not going to marry, I'm going out, she has right, because you didn't respect her.
Yes.
You should have tell her, I'm going to marry. So maybe she will accept.
Some men, they don't know that women, they have their own right in their house. They have their own right. Their right is to know you are secret, because they are number one. They are number one that is close to you than anybody in all over the world.
That one is true. That one is true. We both sides have to correct the mistakes. If not, we'll just be beaten about the bush, and the end will be our own unfortunate. Especially if there is children involved after the divorce, the children are suffering, and the children are paying the price. And this one is about the carelessness of the mother or the father.
Yes,
but you see that the children involved, they are paying the this.
From this, I have said it all. My last advice is for we men and the women, we have to know how we are staying, how we are going to stay with our married houses, and we have to know the knowledge before we even go to it. That is what I want to advise our old men. And again, our elderly people that doesn't care about the neglecting ladies, marrying them at a young age and divorce them after they achieve what they want to achieve. It's very, very bad.
It's very bad. That's true. It's very bad. It's true. You are right.
Thank you very much. My name is Alaji Sani Sani. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Alaji Sani Sani, I will call you at the back door. We'll fix some program, then doing it together. I will call you back, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Brothers and sisters, this brother Alhaji Sani Sani from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, he saw the program and he has also something to contribute, and he contributed it also. So I think it is almost time, or it is time that we have to stop the program, because it's now 1 hour 35 minutes. Thank you very much for your contribution. Both my sister, my lovely sister, has also contributed, and she make awareness that when the program comes, we have to verify and see the authentication of the story before coming out. I think you are right. You are right. And the program that I'm now doing, I think I have the authentication and I know what is going on and what is on the ground. And as you said, or as I said in the first place, we used to do so many programs, but for today's one has a specific or as based on what is happening. That's why I call it, or I said it is today is for women side. So we are not doing it because we take a side. At times, he who's follow this page, you know, at times we used to go also after the men too. But for today's, my problem is when you are going to the police, don't go and tell the police that my husband is raping me, my husband this, my husband that. Tell the police and the social institution, I don't love him anymore. That's it. But putting the allegation on him, that makes the allegation on the file. Here they don't play with the file. The file will remain, and every 100 years, your children, your grandchildren will come. One day, one of the police will read the file and tell them, your father or your grandfather has raped your grandmother before, and it is never true. So our message right now is to the police and to the social institution to verify and see what the allegation that they are saying is that authentic. That's our problem. That's my problem. You don't love him anymore. Okay, that's good. There is no force in love. Woman, you know the way to divorce a man. In Islam, it is existed, and you can go and ask, you know it. But if you go to the police, does it mean you have to spoil the name or the character or to blackmail your man? No, tell them the truth. I don't love him anymore because he went and married another woman. So I don't want to stay with him. I don't want to stay with a man with 2 wives. Point out. Reasonable. I don't want to stay with him anymore because he is not taking good care of me. When he comes in the night, no conversation, he just sleep with me. In the morning, he go out and he will never come back again till in the night. I'm tired of sitting down alone. I need somebody to talk with, so I want divorce. That's it. So simple is that. There is no way of putting these huge allegations on your couples. At the same also the men too. So these are my problem to the women. And when you go to the law or when you go to the court, it is not you to say what you want to have from the man. No, of course. It is the duty of the this is even not the duty of the police, neither the social institute. It is the duty of the court to see how much did your husband is earning per month. Based on that they are going to take what they want to take and give you. But telling the police or the court that you want 600, 700, whilst you are having the money, the children benefit is with you, almost 800. Then why are you also proposing money that you want to have from your man? No, let the court do the duty. So when I heard this one, I said, no, there is a hidden agenda. And more to the point, to the men also, when you go to Africa, you want to marry. If a lady says she don't love you, there is no need of forcing. Why forcing? So if a lady is going to accept you in marriage just because her mother, just because of her father, and what about if you brought her here, or if you bring her here, and the mother and the father is not there? Do you think she will continue loving you? Of course not. So those things involve this kind of problem that we are facing ourselves, of course. And when you bring her here, did the lady have to be a slave to you? No. Did the lady have to be just like a shit to you? Of course not. When you bring, she don't have nobody here. When you brought her here or when you bring her here, that be taken, or that means you have to be her friend, her communication center. But you go and marry a lady and bring her to diaspora, and this lady will just become like an enemy to you. So if you want to stay with your couple in a nice way, treat her also in a nice way. Give her also opportunity to be part of you. But when you close the door of letting your wife being part of you, that's also the major problem that we are having. So the ladies also will continue sending these images to the police that you are raping them, you are this and that and that and that and that. Brothers and sisters, I think we are almost done, and it is time for us to call it day. Although we used to say it also in Netherlands, just short. I'm going to summarize it for just 1 minute. Dames en heren, ons programma vandaag gebaseerd om de manier dat die immigrants met hun koppel of hun partner wonen. Soms is echt een jammer dat is gewoon klein misverstand, maar dat wordt gewoon groot. In plaats van gewoon samen zitten met de man en de vrouw, samen praten en gewoon in de problemen nakijken wat de problemen zijn en hoe kunnen ze de problemen oplossen, daar geeft geen kans voor. En daar krijgen de vrouwen soms geen kans voor, of de mannen soms krijgen ze geen kans voor. Dus op dit moment, ik denk het is het moment dat iedereen moet gewoon hun deuren open om alle discussie. Als een probleem is thuis, dan zitten jullie maar samen, discussiëren, maar gewoon iedereen moet zijn eigen punt uitbrengen. En dan kunnen jullie gewoon samen die punt gewoon op het probleem oplossen. Maar mijn probleem hier is, als een vrouw niet meer van haar man houdt, is geen probleem. Zij mag gewoon zeg maar weg van de man. Of een scheiden aanvragen. Maar mijn probleem is, de vrouw hoeft niet naar de politie of naar de sociale dienst gaan om door te geven dat mijn man is mij aan het verkrachten. Mijn man is mij aan het mishandelen. Mijn man is mij die en dat en dat. Dat is wat ik niet met de vrouw mee eens. Ik ben niet mee eens. Want er zijn bepaalde dingen dat klopt gewoon niet. Als je bij iemand woont, voor meer dan 1 jaar, je houdt niet meer van de personen. En waarom blijf je gewoon bij hem? Je mag gewoon weg. Je mag gewoon doorgaan. Je mag gewoon naar de politie gaan. De politie en de sociale dienst. Ik woon bij mijn man. Voor meer dan 1 jaar nu. Maar ik hou niet meer van hem. Ik wil bij mijn man weg. Het is veel beter en netjes dan gewoon de vals gewoon reportage of vals gewoon aangifte dat jullie aan het doen zijn. Dat is mijn probleem. Want als je gewoon tegen de politie gezegd dat mijn man verkracht me, dat betekent deze komt wel op zijn dossier. Op het dossier, dat wordt gewoon misschien in 100 jaar, 50 jaar, de kleine kinderen, dat wordt misschien ergens voor hun gelezen. Dat uw oudmoeder of uw oudvader, die verkracht uw grootouders altijd. Of uw groot die en dat en dat. Dus er zijn bepaalde dingen, dat hoeft echt niet, dat heeft geen nut. Je houdt niet meer van hem, ga maar bij hem weg. Zeg tegen de politie de waarheid. Ik wil bij die meneer niet meer wonen. Ik hou niet meer van hem. Dus ik wil gewoon weg. Maar gewoon de valse allegatie, gewoon een vals gewoon doorgeven aan de politie en dingen, dat helpt gewoon niet. Dus dat is gewoon echt een samenvatting van het programma van vandaag. Er zijn veel klachten ingediend bij de politie op basis van verkrachten, op basis van mishandelen, op basis van dat en dat en dat. Dat is echt niet waar. De vrouw wil niet meer daar wonen. Zij wil gewoon weg. Je mag gewoon weg. Maar je moet de waarheid vertellen. Niet omdat ik wil gewoon bij hem weg. En ik ga gewoon tegen de politie zeggen, mijn man verkracht me. Dat gaat gewoon niet. Dat is gewoon geen logisch. Dus gewoon advies dat wij geven aan iedereen aan de beide kanten. De vrouwen als wel als de mannen. Als je met een man of als je een vrouw bent, probeer gewoon de deuren allemaal overal open te doen. Blijf met uw vrouw praten. Blijf met uw vrouw discussiëren als een probleem is. Zo gaat het. Maar je kan gewoon niet altijd de baas spelen thuis. Dat gaat niet. En er zijn bepaalde dingen, alle wat gewoon binnenkomen. Zoals de subsidie daar komen, samen. Meer subsidie daar komen omdat jij bent getrouwd en je vrouw thuis zit. Sommige subsidie dat wij krijgen, dat gebaseerd op. Probeer uw vrouw ook allemaal te laten weten. Je houdt alles bij jezelf. En als de vrouw ergens dat hoort, tijdens de zwangerschap, je hebt €1000 gekregen van de regering om de kind dat je gaat nu bevallen zorgen. En de man heeft de geld gepakt. En u weet helemaal niks van. Wat gaat gebeuren? Dat is ook een probleem dat wij ook hier meemaken. Want sommige mannen zijn echt sukkels. Echt waar. Die houdt al het geld die binnenkomen van hun zichzelf. Dus zij laat de vrouw helemaal niks van het geld weten. En dat is echt niet goed. Dus de beide kanten, de man en de vrouwen, jullie moeten wel samenkomen en samen moeten kunnen praten om een paar dingen te kunnen oplossen. Iedereen heeft zijn probleem thuis. Er is geen enkel thuis die heeft geen problemen. Maar hoe samenkomen, hoe verbeteren of hoe vermijden de problemen. Dat is ons boodschap vandaag. Vrouw mag gewoon van hun mannen weg. Vrouw mag hun scheiden vragen als ze niet meer wil, zeg maar, trouwen. Maar de waarheid vertellen. Ik wil gewoon bij mijn man niet meer. Ik heb mijn man niet meer nodig. Ik hou niet meer van hem. Het is beter dan gewoon een vals aangifte doen. Hij heeft mij bekracht, hij heeft mij mishandeld en zo. Alle deze die wordt op zijn dossier geschreven. En later wordt ergens doorgelezen aan zijn kleine kinderen. En dat is niet goed. Dus alsjeblieft, gewoon de waarheid tegen de politie. Ik woon bij mijn man en ik hou niet meer van hem. Ik wil weg. Put out. God bless you. And I think we are ready to stop the program here. Let us see some of the problem that used to raise in the African community. It's just a small misunderstanding. Let us analyze this lady and see. This lady and this man, who is right? Let us see.
Hey! Come. Wait. The month I collected 2,500 naira from you.
Yes.
And another 2,500.
Yeah.
Making it 5,000.
41,000.
Huh?
41,000.
2,500 plus 2,000. That is
Oh my God.
5,000 naira.
That is 41,000.
Jesus.
I say you collect 2,500
Uh-huh.
plus 2,500.
Uh-huh.
0 plus 0.
0.
0 plus 0.
0.
5 plus 5.
10.
2 plus 2.
4.
41,000. 0 plus 0.
0.
0 plus 0.
0.
5 plus 5.
10.
I write 10. 2 plus 2. 4 now.
You carry one. You carry one. You carry one.
Where you dey carry and go?
Hey!
Carry one go where?
Hey!
Come. Wait.
These are simple mathematics, and these are some of the problems that we are facing in our matrimonial homes. It's not that we don't love each other, but the problem is misunderstanding. How are we going to take care of ourselves? How are we going to make sure that our wives are our partners? How are we going to make sure that our wives are those that we have to seek even advice from? Taking advice from somebody, I swear by God, I swear, some of them are giving you the wrong this advice, simply because there is something behind them agenda. You go and ask somebody, I want to do this, I want to. He will look your situation. How are you living with your wife? Maybe by him, he is not having that suitable home, and he's jealous of you. So he will just mislead you. But believe me or not, I swear, it's only your wife who will look straight to you if there is no problem between you, if there is love. I'm quoting it again. If there is love in this world, we have maybe your parents, some of the parents even. It's your wife who will look straight to your eyes and tell you, my dear, what you did is mistake. It's your wife who will tell you, my dear, I stand by you because what you did right. If there is love and understanding. But some of our brothers, this problem that we are facing, it is coming from us, the men, because we are not ready to take our responsibility. We are not ready to take the responsibility of our wives or our houses, and we always undermine our wives. And all the time we think that no, you are above her, so you will not go even to seek advice from her. Believe me or not, some of the time the women are more intelligent than some of the men. Give man 20 million and give woman 10 million for business. At the end of the day, the woman will go top and the man will come down. They know how to economize things. So the economy of a couple house lies on the man and on the woman. You may get the money, everything, you can do everything. But if the woman is not ready to take the economy, the house will fall. And some of our men are thinking like this. Instead of to help the woman also to become something, they always think negative. Helping your wife to become something that help you yourself. Because helping the woman is helping yourself. Brothers and sisters, let us go and read the comment and then put an end of it, because we have taken more time as we have to. God bless we all. And as we said, we are not here just to condemn or to support somebody. We are here to say what we have to. Latif Jagima says, Salamu alaikum, Jumu'ah Mubarak to you also. And my humble brother Tijan Ahmed said, Kafefe AAB1, Jumu'ah Mubarak, same to you. Ali Mugumbago from France, Paris, he said, Salam from Paris, wa alaikum salam. Latif Jagina, go ahead and say respect, more respect to you, big bro. And Latif Jagina, Dan already, thank you. I think when I asked to share, I think he shared it, that's why he said Dan already, thank you very much. Farida Umar, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. And one brother, Sidat, Whoop Kenonko, mashallah. He said it's true. Thank you very much. Farida Umar says salam. Yeah, salamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. No, she said, I think I'll go top. She said, and Oli Asabe, but why don't we stop bringing them here? It's also a good question. You know, when you marry, of course, you need to bring your wife where you are. And I do respect that one, because when marrying and then leaving your wife somewhere, it seems you are not yet married. But the problem is the one that you married, did she love you, and is she ready to stay with you? Why did she marry you? So if you are also going to marry and you think that lady doesn't love you, but she's going to marry me because I'm abroad or because of her parents, of course, you are also beating about the bush, because you know definitely at the end of the day, she will leave you, as what is happening nowadays here in the diaspora. Oli Asabe said, yes, bro, it's true. Haji Arafa, thanks for invite. Thank you. You are welcome. Salam, she said again. Wa alaikum salam. Haji Arafa go ahead and said, on point. Thank you very much. It is true that we are on point, especially the lady and the man that came. They have spoken and I respected them much. Aminu Kabiru said they are not Muslims, so how they want them to understand? That's their law. Of course, that's their law. Here, they obey the rules and regulation. It's not like our own place. And here, it's not a matter of judge, or it's not a matter of lawyer. Here, they obey the laws. They obey. And they do what is supposed to do. So that's how it is. Ya Allah, please grant us a Plough's partner, inshallah, Haji Arafa. And Baba Dam Musawa. Baba Dam Musawa. Salamu alaikum to you all. Wa alaikum salam. Prince Aran Gojas. Salam everyone. Wa alaikum salam. He go ahead and say Juma Mubarak to you again. He go ahead and say share. Haji Arafa said Juma Karim Prince, Juma Prince to you all. And Latif Jagima said, please pin your number, which I did, and that make possible for some people to call. Prince Arasam Gonja, he said the woman is talking out of selfishness. That's your also point of view. So it may be that she has a point, maybe something like that happened to her and her man maltreated her. So maybe she has also a point. But in any case, that's your point of view, and I respect that. Adema Sise wa alaikum salam. Ya mata, ya. Alaska Ramatu said, please kindly share. As she know, that's the culture. When you come on board, you share. Latif Jagima said, well said, call out. That's great. Alhaji Sina, Sine, very good observation from blessed people. God bless you. You too, the same. Simple respect, or both men and men. Exactly, Haji Ramatu. I do respect that and I accept it. Alhaji Sani Port Harcourt. Yes, Alhaji Sani Port Harcourt. He said it all and he has spoken well. Latif Jagina, in Africa, we take marriage as a yardstick for measuring standard. Latif, Mariam Ba just laugh. Kelly, salamu alaikum salam. Haja Wahima, anything you gave a woman, remember, she double it. She double it back to you. Exactly, you are right. Alhaji Sani, mashallah. Mashallah. Thank you very much, you all. We do appreciate all what you did, and may God bless you, inshallah.
Habade. Ooh, big Jamal. The Mumbillo, oh, Anisuna mo, Firgita Kawai. 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 Habade, Habaku, Kauche.